It was a Chinese lesson, if I'm not wrong. Someone behind me, he was chatting away. And so my teacher thought that I was the one who is talking. So he took this VCR recorder tape thing and then hit my head so hard that like it bleed. I told my parents about it. My parents was like, no, I'm sure you fight with other people. And then I'm like, oh my God, like no one believes me. So from that day, I promised myself that I will never continue Chinese lesson. I will make sure that I fail. It just went down from there lah. When I was in primary school, all I do is play. I never really thought about studying or anything like so. I never chase after grades. I don't give a shit about school because to me, I'm always drawing and sketching on textbooks and things like this. I was given EM3. For the EM3 is always like, hi, you study so much for what, My dad gave me tuition. My sisters gave me tuition. I'll just spin the pencil, just do every other thing, just to tell them that I'm not interested. When I received a PSLE score of 98, I asked my friend whether am I able to go on to the school that I want. Yeah, so the school that I wanted in my first choice to the 5th choice or 6th choice, I got into the 5th choice. My first 2 weeks in school, I get to see a lot of things from bullying to fights to staring case. This is just how the way it is in school. So to me, survival is more important than textbooks. I do have a couple of teachers who encourage me quite a bit through the 4 years. They encourage me not to go to the other side. They will always ask me if I'm okay, keeping me afloat, how's everything, yeah. But it's very hard not to, because given this situation, you have to either be part of them or don't even obviously just be getting bullied by them. For normal technical students, it's a different world. The way that they communicate is like, hey, hi, whatever. To us, like, hey, fuck, hey, long time never see you. When I try to talk nicely to my express students, it happens a couple of times. I just tell them, hey, you eaten already? Then I'm like, yeah, why are you so nice to me? They're like, huh, nice man. Then after that, they're like, hey, I thought you're all very rowdy. The way that people see us back then, I wouldn't blame them because having this stigma, it takes both hands to clap. When society sees us as this, we are kind of proud that hey, so what? We are normal technical, so what? You're not P5, Yeah. So it's the same as IT. We have to live up to this name, In terms of labeling normal technical students, I feel that there's no way that I'm out of this picture. I'm always in this picture. It was Sec 2 that I just locked myself in the room and then I just broke down. I feel that is this how my life is gonna be like? Is it all about survival? Is it all about negotiating your way through, and just keeping your limbs intact? Whenever my friends ask me what I want to achieve, I would tell them I want at least a diploma certificate. But every time my friends will just, back then my friends will just, your face cannot lah, forget it lah, your grades cannot lah, your pattern cannot lah. When I got into higher NITEC, I met with this group of friends. I immediately know that I could go further than this. We constantly push each other, and I kind of forget the way that I was in secondary school. That's where I found out that having friends are really, really very important, because they will be there for you, and also friends will not tell you that you cannot make it. Yeah, so eventually we got ourselves into Polytechnic. In Nanyang Poly Motion Graphics and Broadcast Design, we have a lot of group projects. There's a couple of times where I got grouped together with people who don't care about school. To us, it's oh my god, it takes us 4 years to come here and you are not interested in school. From a very young age, I have been drawing and sketching colouring, I feel that this is where I belong. So during my poly 3 years, I told myself that I put all my time and effort into this course. So I will always have to stay up late in studio and just keep doing works after works. Whenever there's like 2 weeks breaks, I'll attach myself to studios outside just to understand like how things work. So after which the 3 years it went smoothly. I got 6 times director list. So eventually I got myself to LaSalle. When I wore the gown, I was really happy and I was really proud of myself. I have friends who do not even need a diploma cert and they are doing very well. To me, I feel that I need a degree in order to prove to myself that I made it. I consider myself as a failure in academics because if you throw me a math question, I fail. You throw me a Chinese question, I fail. Science fail, history fail. But all these are like the past, right? I'm thankful for this journey as well because without all these things, I wouldn't see that actually the world has a lot of opportunities out there and it's just up to how hungry you are to get it. A lot of people think that academics are a must do, but we are in this change. My kid in the future, I will want to scout and understand their talent from a very young age. If their talent is singing, then sure, I'll just put in all my money for singing course. If the talent is math, then go ahead with it. So it really depends on the happiness of the child, you know, and not to pave the way of how society wants it to be. I always believe in the alternative route. End of the day, you are a tattoo artist, you're a graffiti artist, you are doing things that makes you happy. You don't have to answer to anyone. All of us need time to think about what we want to do, to think about who we want to be.